Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time is a 2003 action-adventure video game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. Walkthrough, Part 1. Outside the palace, Save 0. Your tale begins with your entrance into another man's kingdom. Make no mistake, you are here as a warrior, and you are here to rob this kingdom of one of its most valued treasures. As the battle ensues, you must make your way into the heart of the Maharajah's palace to find the treasure secured within. The prologue serves as a tutorial. For every special action, you'll see text telling you what to do. Move forward from the start of the stage. Catapults slam into the ground ahead of you, killing the soldiers. Don't worry. None of the blasts seen throughout the prologue can actually hurt you, though they will open new pathways during your quest. Climb the rubble to the right and then jump the gap as instructed on screen. You're faced with a ledge too high to jump to. This is one of the simpler wall running puzzles. Hold down the R1 button and move straight up the wall. You'll run up the wall and grab the ledge. Hit the action button to pull yourself up. As you move across the bridge, another missile strikes, destroying the path ahead. Jump across. To the right you'll see a damaged wooden walkway. You can either jump the gap, or move alongside the wall and hold down the special action button to wall run to the other side. Head through the door on the left. Down the hall your path is blocked by some wooden crates. How inconvenient. Whip out your sword, smash the boxes and chairs, then move forward for your first taste of combat. This cherry-popping battle isn't tough by any means. Be sure to read the combat portion in the basics section of this guide to learn how to master your enemy. This fight is straight up. Block and let your enemy attack, then attack. You can check out some of the cool animations by jumping over your enemy and attacking, or jumping against a wall and springing off for an attack. A few strikes fells your enemy. Continue forward till you spot a ladder. Climb it and get ready for another fight, though this one is against two enemies. Remember that there's only one attack button to worry about, but the direction you choose selects the enemy to attack. If you are surrounded, leap over one of your enemies and attack. In the next room, you'll find a pool of water. Okay, so it's water that you end up standing in, which makes it seem a little less than sanitary, but drinking it, use the R1 button, heals you. Is this stuff filtered? Go through the doorway and you'll see a short cutscene showing off the 4 enemies awaiting you on the level below. Drop down the rubble steps, be against the wall to drop safely to the highest step and take on the 4 baddies, 2 spearmen and 2 swordsmen. Remember your training. Block front attacks, jump over enemies when you are surrounded, and swing early and often. Skip through the open door and make your way along the empty hall. Your next trouble spot comes when some pesky catapults blow up part of the path in front of you. Run along the wall over the first gap. Don't forget to hold down the special action button and do the same to get over the second gap. Piece of cake. Make your way to the ladder and give it a climb. Drink up at the well and head forward for another 4-on-1 battle. There's a lot of space here, so you can move to either side of the area and spread out your enemies. Fighting with your back to a ball is not a bad idea, so long as you remember to block. Now comes your first somewhat tricky puzzle. In the overall scheme of Prince of Persia, this isn't tricky at all, so if this one fools you, then you're in for a world of fooling over the next 10 hours. Move to the far wall and you'll see a thin ledge. Pay attention to how the ledge appears, because you'll need a sharp eye to find these throughout your adventure. Jump up and you'll automatically grab onto the ledge. You can pull yourself up onto a ledge with the jump button. If you're hanging from a ledge, you can drop by hitting the circle button, and if you are standing on a ledge, you can drop down and hang from the ledge with the cancel button. To make it across, move along the ledge and shimmy underneath the stone face. You'll soon reach the end of your current ledge. Pull yourself up and then jump up to grab the ledge above you. Pull yourself up onto the ledge and move around the corner. When you reach the next stone face, hit the cancel button to drop and grab the ledge you're on. Shimmy until you reach the end of the ledge and drop to the ledge below. Make your way to the stone face, shimmy beneath it, and get to the hole in the wall. Drop down when you are over the hole. Phew. As soon as you enter the room, pull out your sword. There are 4 spearmen inside, but you know how to handle them. If you need health, there's a fountain against the wall, sandwiched between 2 benches. You need to get to the balcony above, but how? Move to the cylindrical column in the back left corner of the room. Jump onto it, then climb to the top. Position yourself so your back is towards the front left column. Push towards it and jump, and you will leap to it and grab hold. Turn yourself to face the final column in the room, in the back right, and jump again. Now turn so your back is facing the balcony. Jump and you'll grab hold, just barely. Pull yourself up and you're set to continue forward. As you step through the green veil, the game offers up a save. Yes, a save sounds dandy. Do so now. Walkthrough, Part 2: The Maharajah's Treasure Vaults, Save 1. It's time to explore the hidden dangers leading to the treasure vault. What's inside, you can't truly be certain. From the start, run along the wall to the left to make it to the other side. If you happen to drop down, you can get back to your starting point thanks to some ledges against the front wall. The next part is a bit trickier. You need to run along the wall to the right and jump to the landing on the left. Before making your run, get a good sense of where the landing is in relation to where you'll need to jump. Remember, you'll be jumping straight across. Be patient, wait until you see yourself losing ground on the wall. Run, then jump to the other side. Run along the next wall so you can reach a new little conundrum. To go further, you need to get up onto the platform to the left, but you can't get there by jumping or running directly up the left wall. Instead, run up the wall to the right, and as you reach the peak of your run, jump and you will vault to the platform. Pull yourself up once you've grabbed the ledge. This is a common jump, so keep in mind how you got this one done. You're here, in the room with the all-important dagger. Unfortunately, it's not as simple as jumping a few gaps, as you're about to see. Start by running along the wall to the right. For the next gap, run along the wall and jump when you run across the red curtain. Note the dagger is in sight, but it's behind a wall, so you can't nab it just yet. From that little alcove, run up the wall to the left. Move to the long wall and run across until you drop onto the platform below the candles. Don't let go of the R1 button, just let gravity pull you down. Wall run one more time and head through the exit. The next room looks tough with 3 spiked poles moving back and forth. It's not hard at all. Drop down from the ledge. Watch the movements of the 3 poles. When the left and right pole moves back, the middle one is moving forward. Follow the left or right pole as it moves backwards, then sidestep to the middle and move to the edge of the area where you are safe from the poles. Now it's time for a long wall run on the wall to the left. Hold down the R1 button the full way and you'll just barely make it to a hard-to-see lead on the next wall. Shimmy along the ledge until you reach its end. Climb up the ledge and jump across the gap to the ledge on the wall behind you. Move across to the end of that ledge, then jump back across to the ledge opposite the one you're on. Take this ledge on the solid ground, where another pole is waiting. It's easy enough to time the movements of the 2 poles and make your way through safely. At the next gap, run along the wall to the left. As you begin your descent, jump to the opposite wall and the ledge waiting there. Use the ledge to make it into the next room, the chamber where the dagger is held. Your first move is to make your way to solid ground, of which there is very little in the treasure vault. Hold down the circle button and move to the edge of the entrance. This will drop you down onto a ledge. There are several levels of ledges, but no ground beneath them. As you shimmy across, different sections of ledge will break. In this manner, make your way across to the end of the top ledge. From here, leap towards the column. A cutscene shows that there are a series of columns you'll need to jump to. There are only 4 directions you can be positioned on a column. Line yourself up so your back is to the next column, then jump backwards. Continue along in this manner until you reach a large gap between columns. Slide down the column and hop off when you near the bottom. Your next goal is getting atop the giant statue. Move to the wooden crate at the base of the statue. Smash it and move to where it was. Run up the statue from here and you can grab onto the wrist and pull yourself up. Run up the statue's right arm and jump at the crest of your run to land on the hand. Get up to the statue's giant noggin. The head and the wall to the left create a narrow column. It's time to pull off a little Mario move. Wall run up the side of the statue's head and jump to the left wall. As soon as you hit the wall, push the opposite way and jump back to the head, then to the wall. Ping-pong your way up to the top of the head, where you'll find the dagger. Should you fall and die, you restart at the base of the statue, so at least you don't have to go through all of the motions again. Finally, it's time to pick up the dagger and end the level. Oh wait, you still need to escape the vault alive. Shouldn't be too tough for a pro like you, and you now have the powers of the sand dagger. If you fall, you can rewind and save your skin. Refer to the basics section for more details on the powers of the dagger. It's now time to use your wall running skills to get out. Wall run to exit the chamber. The next room has some serious pitfalls as the broken floor reveals deadly spikes below. Use wall runs and then jumps to get to the safe platforms. Time is not a factor, so take your time to judge where you need to be on the wall when you jump to the platform. All that remains is to avoid the 3 sets of spiked challenges. The first is easy enough. Sidestep through the 3 moving spiky poles. The next set is a bit trickier, as there are 5 poles that move together. Look to the left or right and you'll spot an alcove. Run with the poles as they recede and step into the alcove. Wait for the poles to pass, then move on. Drop down into the room below and step through the 3 poles, which you've dealt with previously. Use the ledge to climb on up, then step through the room to initiate a long and very educational cutscene.